Okay, so for activity 2, you are required to draw a title block on A3 size drawing paper. So I already gave you this dimension that you can just follow in order to prepare for the title block. So first of all, you need to open your AutoCAD and then go to new. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this first. Okay, so now I want to show you the difference between model and layout. Model is where the platform that we use in order to draw any type of object that we want to draw, and layout is the area in which this is something to do with the printing, the end result after we draw. We're going to present it in the layout, and this is how we're going to look when we save your drawing in PDF or present it in a drawing title block and so on. So we go to model first. I'm going to show you on how to draw this. Well, basically it's very simple actually, because this just a few boxes here, so just need to follow the title block here. Okay, so I think I'm going to start by maybe I can just copy this and paste. Okay, okay, so this is the measurement. So we just need to follow this, but first I want to draw this part first, this title block first. So let's start with a line here. The length is 277, so I'm going to start anyway here, 277. Okay, and then the height is 36, and then 277. You can type 277 and then 36, or you can do this. It's depend whether you using the polar tracking, the auto snap or not, because if you use it, you can have some guidance what you need to do. Don't click anything, just go to the end of this point and then go up. You can see some direction have been given, and click, and then another click. Okay, so if you do that, you can have a perfect shape of the square. Just going to move this. Okay, or maybe we need to enlarge it a bit more. Okay, so now we want to divide this into two. Is 1 to 1. So from here, don't click anything, just move to the right side and type 1 to 1. Okay, and then after that you can just go down and click. So it's divided into two sections, 1 to 1. And then for this part, we want to divide into 3 sections. So each level have 12. So again, just go to this point and go down without any clicking first and type 12. Okay, oh sorry. So again, and then go down and type 12. Okay, so we have the first line here. Okay, you can do the same thing by using line to draw another level here, but I want to show you how to use array. So click this and then click array, and then need to type the distance. So the distance between this line to the other line at the bottom is 12. I'm just going to type 12. Okay, so after that, okay, sorry, again, click this, click offset, and then specify the distance 12, and then okay, enter. Okay, so now we have the 3 level here, and then for the second layer here we need to divide into 2 with the distance of 78. So this again, we can start from this point. Don't click, just move to the right side and type in 78. Okay, after that you can click enter. Okay, for this one the distance is 52. Well, basically for the upper one, this is equal 78 and 78. So the bottom one from here moves to the right side and type 52, and then go up. Okay, enter. Okay, so you can draw another line, but if you were to be a bit more pro on AutoCAD, you can just use offset. So click the first of all you click the object that you want to offset, and then type the distance, which is here, distance is 52, enter, and then click OK. So at the end you're going to get this section, which is the title block section, and we want to include all these details, including the font here. So let's go to annotation. If you can see, this is text. Yeah. Okay, just click OK, and then from here, well, basically if you were to be in a very standard drawing, you have to measure the distance between the font, and it should be in the middle, but in this case because you just want to make it simple, so I'm just going to click like this. Just make sure that it's not going to be too near to the edge here. So type name. Okay, so we have name already. Okay, and this one we need to bold it. Okay, after that, again, name, bold. Okay, so how to change the font? Because for this one, if you refer back to the slide here, it's required you to have the font size of 4 mm and the font type of standard. So what you need to do is to right click after you pick the font, right click, and then go to properties, and then here you can change the font and the size. Okay, so the style is standard other than ISO. You have to just go for standard, and the paper text, change this to 4 mm. Okay, so now the font had been changed to 4 mm, but it's still not really in the middle, so just going to move it a little bit more. And sometimes it's really hard because we have the polar tracking. You sometimes have to change, you have to click off all of this in order for you to move it freely. Okay, something like this, or maybe move it a bit. Okay, so now we want to do the same to other column here, but you already set the size and the font type here. So what you can do is click this and then go to copy, and then you need to specify the best point in which way you want to copy. So I would like to, okay, so now we have to open this back, or snap or auto. So now we have it. I'm just going to specify the base point here, and then go to here, go to here, go to here, here, and here, enter. So with this we have the same standard size of font for, and even the same position of the font in each column. So the next thing that you need to do is to change this This is metric number. This is date. This is project. This is scale. Well, basically this is just one of the example of the title block. Well, it depends to the requirement of any company or any standard, in which if you Google, you can find there are a lot of different example of title block, and it's depend to what information that you want to include in the title block. But for this one, this is the basic thing that I want you to have in your assignment, so that's why I just going to put it like this. So if you want to, let's say, change the name and everything, you just need to click again. Okay, so this one you can extend it until the end so that it's easier for you. So I'm just going to type in my name. Okay, so the font for the name is not bold, it's only the name has been bold. The metric number, just going to put 1254. Okay, if you don't extend your font, it's going to turn to the lower level, so you need to extend this. Make sure you have some space. Okay, like this one also, first of all you need to extend it. Okay, so just make it lab 1. Okay, so date, extend it. Date, let's say it's 28 of April 2021. Scale also extend it first. Depends to the drawing that you're going to draw. What is the scale? Just going to put 1:1. Well, you can change this later depending to what type of drawing you're going to draw. So for page, is for example like 1:2. So if you have two set of sheet of drawing, so this is page number 1, and then you have another page number 2. Okay, so now we are going to move to draw this part, in which the same thing, the same font. So just going to copy this, enter. Okay, just put it somewhere here. Okay, so now we can adjust this. Okay, and then change this. It's not bold. Department of Process and Food Engineering, Faculty. Enter. When you want to go down, you enter. Of Engineering, University Putra, Malaysia. Okay, so if you see that it's not really in the middle, you can just move it. Okay, sometimes it's really hard if you need, so you need to turn off this first and then move this according to the position that you want. Okay, so beside that, we also have this UPM logo. For this one, I'm going to go to my, okay, so I'm going to go to my folder in which I kept the logo here. So I just going to copy, and then I just going to right click, clipboard, copy with base point, paste, sorry, so paste. So just from this the bottom here, just can have it something like this. Okay, I just going to turn this all again, polar tracking, auto mode, and so on. Okay, so something like this. Okay, so well, basically we want to change so that the UPM logo will not going to have this boundary. But I try. Let's try again. Before this I did not manage to do that, but let's just try it again. What you need to do is to type image frame. Type image frame, and then you have this. Click image frame. Make sure the image frame is turned to 0. Here you need to change this to 0 and then enter. Okay, so I hope that when we want to print this, the boundary will not going to be obvious like this one. Okay, but this one also you can do some movement in order to move it so that it's going to look nicer. But well, it depends actually to the standard that you are going to follow. So we already completed the title here. So now we want to draw the frame, in which the frame, the A3 size paper is measuring at 297 times 420, and then we want to have some boundary because this is the paper size. But when we want to print something, normally we don't go until beyond the size of the paper, so we kind of like have some clearance of 10 mm on each side, similar when you draw the manual drawing. Okay, so that's why I already did some measurement of the inner boundary of 277 times 400. So we're just going to draw the bigger square first, rectangle first, and then we're going to draw the smaller one. Okay, so for this one, okay, I'm just going to go for polyline. Why polyline? Why not line? It's because you want the box to be connected, all the line to be connected. If it is a line, it will not going to be connected from one line to another. Okay, so you need to specify the starting point. So I'm just going to start with 0, 0. So going to start at the very bottom here, and then type in 420, enter, and then go up by 297, enter. Okay, so now I'm so sorry. Okay, so again, what you can do is go from here. Don't click anything, just go here. You can get this green line that is going to guide you. Okay, so once you get this, click and then go down and click. So you have the first box, which is the bigger box. I think I'm just going to move this to other side. Okay, and even this one also I will move this. Move somewhere here. Okay, so we have the big box already. So now we want to draw the smaller box. And how to start with the smaller box? Remember that we already start with the coordinate of 0, 0. So we choose another polyline, and start point we choose 10, 10. Okay, so now we kind of like have the distance here 10 mm and here 10 mm. So here the distance will be 400 and go up by 277, and then you can just do the same. Enter. Okay, so you have the frame, you have the title. Now you want to move the title inside of the frame. It's really easy. Just copy this, copy from this base point, specify the base point. Just going to select this, and then move it here. Okay, enter. So now you already have the title block according to the dimension given in the slide. Okay, so this is for A3 size. What about if you want to go for other sizes? Let's say you want to go to A4, A2 and A1. So I already give you in this table a few the real measurement. This is the real measurement of each paper size, and this is after I deduct 10 mm clearance between different side from each side. So maybe we can just draw the same thing here. Okay, we start with A4 is okay, so we already have this, and I'm just going to move this. Okay, move it. Okay, so now we want to draw another line A4 for A4 size. Okay, so after you click polyline, you need to specify starting point. Okay, again what you can do is go to 0, 0. Okay, and then for this one 297, and then go up by 210, and then we can just make the big box like this. And then for the smaller box, specify the point as 10, the starting point 10. Okay, and then go back to the slide. It's 277, sorry, 277 and 180. 277, 190. Oh, sorry. Okay, so if something like this happen, we can undo or delete it again. So polyline, starting point 10, 10, 277, 190, and then complete the box. Okay, so this is for A4 size. So again, the same thing. Copy all this, specify the base point here, and then move it to this part. Okay, enter. So this is for A3 size, this is for A4 size. You can do the same to A2 and A1. Similar step, just do it according to the timetable, to the table here. Okay, so we have two sides. Okay, I'm going to show you the next step on how to make this as a layout. So we have layout, this one, and I want another layout, layout 1 and layout 2. So layout 1, I want to rename this as A4, and layout 2, I want to rename this as A3. So what you need to do is go to this section and then right click. When you right click, you can do the rename here. Okay, and then one thing before, as I mentioned earlier, the layout is where the expected printable version of your drawing will be appear. So here is very important for you to make sure that the drawing will be as what you want. Okay, so this is a standard layout, so I don't want this. What you can do is just to select this all and then delete. I don't want this. For this one also, select all and delete. Okay, we start with A3 first. So for A3, right click and go to page setup manager. Okay, then something like this will appear, and then make sure that you click A3 and go to modify. Okay, there are a few settings here that you need to change. First of all, we want to change the drawing so that when you save, it's going to be converted into PDF. So change the printing to be to DWG to PDF. This. Okay, and then because this is A3 paper size, we need to find A3 size. A3. Okay, A3 size like this. Make sure the scale is 1:1, and then other things you don't have to change. So okay, close. So it's going to look like this. We do the same for A4 layout here. Right click, go right click. We need to click here first. Okay, right click, go to page setup manager, A4, modify this, change to WG to PDF. The size need to change to ISO A4, and then the ratio is 1:1. Okay, close. Okay, so we start with A3 first. Okay, so for layout, one thing that we want you to make sure is this. It should be in the paper or in the model. If it's in the model, well, actually you cannot change in the model because it will have the layout here. So make sure that this is in the paper space first, because you want to change this. Okay, so go back to the model, and then what I want to do is to select all this. Okay, I don't want this. If you want to undo the selection, what you need to do is to click shift and then click the object that you don't want. Okay, like this. Okay, for this one, you can copy, right click, clipboard, copy with base point. Okay, so I want to have the base point here. Okay, so now I already copy all this, and I go to layout A3. Okay, so for this one, I want to paste it. So right click, clipboard, paste. Okay, so this can be moved. So make sure that the end here will be, because for this one, it cannot is the osname is not being guided. So you need to make sure that it's really closely to the line here. Okay, something like this. Okay, so same goes to A4. Select this all, and then right click, clipboard, copy with base point, and then go to the base point at the bottom here, and go to A4, right click, clipboard, paste. Okay, move this around, and then make sure that it's really close as possible to the line. Okay, something like this. Okay, after you have this, okay, nice. Now we can see that the UPM logo doesn't have any boundary here. Okay, so after you have this, the next step is go to layout. At the up here, go to click layout, and then go to this section, layout viewports, and then go to rectangular here, and then click change to polygonal. Okay, now after you click that, now I want you to click to all the point here. Here, this is where the layout will be viewed. The model space will be viewed here. Okay, and endpoint here. Enter. So if you notice here, this is the view that we have in the model section here, and we can still view it here in the layout, but we don't change anything in terms of the title block here. So anything you do here, if you want to draw other things, let's say I just going to draw circles, and rectangular and so on, it will appear here. So this, if you want to change, want to move this, how to change the setup of the model view here is change the paper to model. If you click model, now you can view in or view out, and you can still draw any line here and so on. Okay, you can even if you don't want the grid mode, you can turn off this. Okay, it's going to look like this if you don't want snap mode and so on. But anyway, the title block will not going to be affected. It's still going to be similar like this. And in terms of scale, if you want to change to, let's say, scale to fit, it will make sure that the drawing will be as according to all the drawing that in the model space. But if you want to, let's say, scale 1 to 1, okay, it's going to be like this. Yeah, so it depends to the scale, and this is the important thing that you need to include in the information here. So let's say if you already kind of like, okay, so I just want to make sure that I have all the details of the drawing here. Yeah, okay, something like this. Okay, and then I want to change the information here. Maybe this is not lab 1, this is lab 2. What should I do? I change back from model to paper. Now I cannot change anything in the layout here, but I can do adjustment of the layout here. You can change the name, or you can change the title, the project. Maybe this is lab 2, let's say, and so on. And then other things such as the date, you can change this. Maybe this is 2nd of May 2021, and the scale and so on. So that's why it's really important for you to make sure that you ensure that this is in the model or the paper space. And then after you have done this, okay, now we go for A4 too. So you have A4, same. This is just the layout. You want to view the model, right? So go to layout, click layout, and then go to polygonal. Because this is just rectangular, so no need for polygonal. You can change this to rectangular. So this is 0.1, 0.2. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Sorry. So again. Okay. So because it is singular, just one point at the beginning and the other point at the end. Okay. So it's going to be like this. Okay. If you change this to model, you can move the drawing that you already drew in the model space here. Okay, so because you already have this layout, the title block, you can do the same if you want to have layout in A2 size and A1 size. The same concept you need to do is just to draw the boundary first according to this measurement for A2 and A1, and then after that you insert this title there. It should be okay. The title size should be the same in terms but well, it depends. If you want to make it bigger, it's up to you, but this one I think it's convenient if you just make it as a standard. Okay, and then after that you got layout A3 and layout A2 like this one. So we want to save this layout, so next time if you want to submit your assignment, you can do the same. You can just open the layout, and then the drawing will be inside of your title block already. You don't have to draw the title block every single time you do the assignment. Okay, so we go to A here and save as, and then here you need to change to template, drawing template. AutoCAD drawing template. Okay, maybe you want to save it somewhere in your folder or what, and type this is A3 template, ENG3201 A3 template, and save. Okay, and then for A4 also do the same, save as drawing template. So this just change to A4, save. Okay, so now when you want to draw any, okay, let's see, okay, so I just want to open the template. Okay, let's say new. Okay, for this one, let's say you want to have the template, you already draw something, here. Okay, so you want to have it in the template of the title block. So new layout, right click, and then and select all layout, from template. Well, then after that you go to where have you saved your template, like mine in desktop, so I'm going to open it. Okay, open. Okay, so now the template is already here. So whatever thing that you draw, it's going to appear in this title block. The adjustment is just, if you want to change anything, just change in the paper space. You can change the details or the information, or other else you can just use the same. So after you got something like this, what's next? If you want to convert this into PDF, go to print here, plot, click plot, and then something like this will appear. Okay, I do not show me this again, and then click continue to plot a single sheet. Okay, so this interface will appear. So make sure that DWG to PDF, okay, and then okay, all are in the full blade A3. Okay, so we want to preview first. So this is the printed version if you save it here. Okay, so like in this case, after you are already satisfied with the preview, you can just click OK, and you can save it anyway. The desktop A3. Okay, so this is the printed version. Okay, so this is the PDF after that you're going to get, and all the details of the title block will be here. You don't have to draw this every time you submit your assignment. What you need to do is just to open it. Okay, let me try another time with A4 size. From template, right click, from template, and then go to the place that you save A4. This is A4. Okay, so this is A4. Okay, same, you can just save this and then preview, something like this. Okay, so one thing that I think I have done a bit is some line. If you can see here, we have some line. This is the real line, in which I don't want that, so I'll just go to model. Before you save, okay, this line you can just delete. Go to paper space, and then click, not click the inner box, click the outer box, and then delete. If you do that, when you want to print next time, preview, the line here will not going to be appeared. Okay, so this is look nicer. Okay, don't want this. Same goes to A4 too. Go to paper, delete. Okay, after you delete this, then you can save this as template. Okay, if you haven't saved it, just save it as template. Change this A4. I just want to change. Yes, want to replace this. Okay, A3. I want to change this because the previous one is not really that. It's not really that neat. Okay, A3. Desktop. A3. Save. Yes, replace. Okay, so that's about the model layout, title block. So I wish that every time you submit your assignment, it will be appear in this kind of way. Okay, like this one. Let me try. Image frame. Frame. It's already 0, but the boundary here it seems to be appeared. Before this is not appear. T frame. Image 2. It's okay because if possible we don't want to have this boundary, but unfortunately I don't know what happened. The boundary that I set previously is still appear, but it's okay. So I really hope they're going to try this to try to prepare for the template of your drawing. Okay, thank you for this video. Bye bye.